All right, ladies, let's get into, I hope you've gotten your items together. Now, let me just start with this. This is for the perfect brow. This is something that I love. This is the Anastasia Brow Wiz, and it looks like this. Jabro, can we get a little jazz in the background, please? Okay, and then what on the other side is this little brush tip. Can y'all see that? This little brush tip. And if you don't have the Anastasia, that's fine. You can use your brow pencil, that's fine. And then just purchase yourself one of these, this type of brush. All right, so let's get started. This is what I want to show you. So what you would do, Abra, may I have that mirror, please? What you would do is you would go ahead and just start brushing. Thank you. You would go ahead and start brushing. Okay. So sweep your brow in an upward position. Just brush up, just like that. Am I close enough, guys? Can y'all see what I'm doing? So this brow is done. This one we still have to work on. Okay? All right, so the first step that you're going to do is you are going to, actually maybe this is the better mirror. Okay. What you're going to do is you're going to draw a line just like this down at the bottom of your brow. Can y'all see that? Very precise line at the very bottom of your brow. Who's doing it with me? Can I see a high five if someone's like actually gonna do this with me while I'm doing it? Let me see, let me see.
Lisa Franklin Parker says she got her eyebrow pencil ready.
Okay, Lisa.
Andrea Richardson.
Okay.
Vanessa.
Who is it?
Andrea Richardson and Vanessa.
Okay, so Andrea Richardson and Vanessa said that they're gonna do it with me. So ladies, let me tell you, this is where you ask the questions. Go ahead and put it in there, and my executive producer is going to let me know what your questions are if I don't see it. All right, ladies, so go ahead and take your brow pencil and do your line just like that, very precise at the bottom of your brow. So it should be a slanted line just like that. We got it? Very easy, right? The whole time, though, you want to keep brushing upward just in case, you know. And y'all give me a little bit of grace tonight because I got the quarantine brows going on, so we just gonna make it work, right? All right, so are you girls doing it too? All right, in spirit over there. Okay, so we've got our line down there at the bottom. I don't know if y'all can see that. Okay. So then what I do is after I've done that slanted line, I take my pencil and I connect it here and I just literally drag it down. Okay? So you have your line, your first step is the line underneath, very precise, and then you go right to the center and you drag it down. Now some of you may ask, how do I know where my arch should be? Let me show you. Your arch should always be in the center of your eyebrow. So you take your pencil, this is how you do it. You take your pencil and you move it to the center, and that's where your arch should be. Can y'all see that? So that's where you need to see if you have your arch in the right place. Okay? Then after you finish dragging that down, any questions? I love to see all the men. I know the men are having a field day right now. Y'all are supposed to be going and getting snacks right now. Because Abra, we woke up like this, right? Okay, so the next step is after you drag your line down and you created your arch in the center, another way to measure also, you want to go out as far as the corner of your eye, right here. And you draw an imaginary line all the way up. And that is where your brow needs to start. So I don't know if y'all can see where this corner is of my eye. And if you look all the way up, you'll see that's where my brow started. So if you have brows that naturally go in too far, or if they're over here too far, you need to tweeze that, because that's where, or have, you know, your wax stylist or whatever you call them, have them take that hair off right there. But anyway, let's go ahead and from the corner of the eye all the way up, we start making these little tiny little lines, just like so. And you make the lines because you want it to look like little tiny pieces of hair.
So Heather Smith asks, what product do you suggest to tint graying eyebrows?
To tint gray?
Graying.
Eyebrows. So if you want to tint, like professionally tint them, Heather, you would need to go to a place that actually does eyebrows. We've done them at right here close. I'll give you the information. We've done a tint as well. But for the time being, Heather, you can definitely just use a brow pencil, and then I'll also show you powder. But tinting your eyebrows is actually a very good idea if they are graying. Okay? And Leslie said that she has the gray brows as well. But ladies, that's an easy fix. That's a definitely easy fix. So I can give you the information for who we use. Okay, so we're just using like little tiny little brush, little strokes like that, okay? So look how full it looks already, and we haven't even gotten through the whole process. So then I'm still brushing, because what this brush does is it takes the product on each of the little bristles, and as you brush, it makes it look like it's more, you know, it's natural, because it looks like it's your hair. So then what I do is, because I, you know, haven't really been to get the waxing done, I just kind of brush the top part down. Do y'all see that? And then you can take your pencil here. This is the Anastasia Brow Wiz. And you just kind of make it look, at the top, you do your line at the top. Any questions there? And now as I look, I'm seeing that this is not as full as I want it to look. And so I'm just gonna go right over on the other brow. And I'm gonna do the same exact thing. Angela said, what color works best with black brows? I'm the type, even though my hair is jet black, I don't like very dark brows. I mean, this kind of looks like it might be a little dark, but it's actually like more of a chocolate brown. But to me, really super dark brows is a little harsh on the face. Hi, Danelle. Hey, girlfriend. That's my neighbor. I made sure I'd messaged her. Are you gonna watch? Okay. So make sure also too, up there at the top, you have you pull up your little arch a little bit, because that actually is great to have just that little crown up there. All right, so we did all of that with just a pencil. So you can stop there if that's all you need. It's definitely your choice. I don't want people to feel like they have to wear a lot of makeup, because they definitely don't. So you can stop there if you want to, or you could take it a step further, in which
and Angela Rawlings asked, what color is that?
What color am I using, Angela? This is dark brown. So this is dark brown. I typically I don't care who it is, I never use any darker than a dark brown. I'm just one of those people that I just don't think that, I don't like to use black. I mean, I may use it as an eyeliner, but even that, I don't use it as often. I use more of a chocolate brown or a smoky brown under the eye. I just feel like it's softer. I like for women, when I'm doing their makeup, to look more radiant, more beautiful, but not harsh. And so I definitely try to stay away from like a black. All right, ladies, so let me find, okay, so what you can do is get you a brush like this that's angled. Can y'all see that? That's for the brows. Can you see that? Okay, so this product is a powder. This is also Anastasia. This is the dark brown brow powder duo. And it looks like that. All right, so what we're gonna do is, with our brush, we are going to, and when you pick up the product, all you have to do is tap it like that. Okay? So all you have to do is tap it. So we have it on a slant, right? So you're going to basically imitate what you just did. You're going to go underneath and you basically just fill in the brow with the powder. Any questions there? You just kind of fill it in just like so. And what that does is that just really fills in any areas where, you know, you may have some thinning. How's mine looking, everybody? Is it looking good? Don't the brows like it just crown your face? You look so put together. I mean, I have to do my brows. If I don't do anything else, I gotta get my brows on. All right, and then just make sure you pull also the powder out to the corner. Make sure you keep your brush. Okay, I see Vanessa said it's looking great. Thank you, Vanessa. I needed to hear something. You guys are being quiet tonight. I thought we were going to have some fun. All right, so just brushing up, just sweeping it up a little bit.
And what color is the powder?
The powder is dark brown. And this is actually a really good shade set for everyone because, not everyone, but you know what I mean? Like, this is just a very neutral color, and then also it has the lighter one there, and you can always mix. Like if it's too dark, you could just tap a little bit on, you know, the lighter one like this, and then just, you know, a couple more taps on the brown. And I'm gonna just go ahead and put a little bit more on this brow because she didn't get that much love.
Miss Pharmacy asks, how do you keep them even without using concealer?
Well, okay, so that's the next step. I'm going to go a little further with the concealer. You can just keep them even because you just want to make sure you line it up like that, and then your arch.
What brand is it?
The concealer? Which brand? What brand
Maybe
is what?
The brow powder?
The brow powder is Anastasia. Is the brow powder closer to a black brown? It's just a dark brown. They do have a shade that's darker than this. Anastasia does, but I don't like to have too much dark brows on my face. So that one might be a better one for you, but this is the color of this one. Can everybody see that? Okay. Now, someone asked about concealer, and I know that's a big step nowadays. It wasn't a long time ago. People didn't really conceal under the eyes or over the eyes. That's kind of a new thing. But it can add a lot of definition, so I'm going to show you how to do it. So this is Born This Way Too Faced Concealer. I started using this about 3 months ago. No, maybe not 3 months ago. A few months ago, and I really love it. It actually says on the bottle, which I love, super coverage. Isn't that funny? Super coverage, okay? So remember that your hand is always a great little palette to put your product on. So you can put it on just like that. And then what I would do if I were you, I would actually, a quick little step you can do before you do this is just go ahead and tweeze if you have a few little hairs there that shouldn't be there. This is a great little time. Once you have everything lined, you're like, ooh, wait a minute. What is that little guy doing there? Okay, so then what you do is you go ahead and take your concealer, use a brush like this or any kind of soft round brush. Or you could do even a slanted one, but I like to just go right under, just like that. Can y'all see that? Just go right under the brow.
What's the best method to match concealer?
With matching concealer, I would go about 2 shades lighter than your foundation. And just make sure that whatever color you choose, it does not gray on your skin, like make you look gray. Okay, so do y'all see the difference? I did not put concealer on this eyebrow. I did on this one. Do you see the difference of the definition? And then what you do once you have the concealer on, you just kind of drag it down a little bit. Do y'all see that? Yes, Shannon, with the new brow. He's right too. That is a great product to grow in your brows. Thank you, Shannon. Okay, so do y'all see the difference in this one and versus that one? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this brow over here. Anybody saying anything, Abra?
Would you recommend microblading for those of us who are not blessed?
Absolutely, absolutely. I actually got microbladed at the end of last year, but I wasn't able to get the second shading done, and so I did have a little bit of microblading done. This is saying something here. At the end of last year, which I definitely recommend it. It is an amazing thing to do for your brows, absolutely. And if you want to learn more about that, just let me know, because I do have a friend that's amazing. All right, so what I'm doing here is I'm just kind of blending with this brush the concealer. Does everybody like that? Did I do a good job? Did I teach you how to, do your brows? Is everybody okay with that teaching? Or do we have any questions? Anything, Abram?
Miss Pharmacy Johnson said, okay, I see, only on the bottom. Oops, I was doing
Okay,
that wrong.
so let me tell you, Miss Pharmacy, some people do the top. I don't recommend it. I definitely don't recommend that. And let me tell you why. If you take pictures, you will see the flash will pick up on that stripe on the top that people do. You don't want that. I don't recommend, I promise you, I will not ever steer you wrong. I don't recommend to do the concealer on the top. Now, the bottom, if the flash picks up on the underneath your brow, fine. That's fine. That's wonderful. It's just a highlighter. But when I see people and they do the concealer on top, I'm like, no, don't do that, because it's going to show up in your photos. All right, so let's get to the next makeup tip.